secret societies and their hidden influence. And so, let's start from the more or less harmless ones and move on to the most bloodthirsty organizations. 8. Thule Society. Very strange and unusual, Thule Society, founded in Munich in 1918, was a secretive German occultist group deeply entrenched in nationalist ideologies and occult beliefs. Drawing inspiration from Germanic mysticism and theosophy, the society attracted individuals interested in promoting the superiority of the Aryan race. Notable figures like Rudolf Hess and Dietrich Eckart, who later became influential within the Nazi Party, were associated with the Thule Society. Its members included officials, lawyers, university professors, policemen, aristocrats, doctors, scientists, and rich merchants. On the outside, the organization appeared as a research group on Germanic antiquities, actually being a masked Bavarian organization modeled after the Masonic Lodge. Do you think that's all? That was not the case. The Thule Society was in fact a secret racist society, in particular anti-Semitic, permeated with occult ideology. Its members formed the paramilitary anti-communist Kampfbund militia. Moreover, they assisted in the recruitment of Freikorps troops who suppressed revolutions. Also, members of the society also took part in the failed coup called Palm Sunday, which aimed to overthrow the communist rule in Bavaria. Their teachings and connections played a significant role in shaping early Nazi ideology, which you yourself understand what led to, emphasizing racial purity and the mystical significance of the Aryan race. Despite its dissolution in the 1920s, the Thule Society left an indelible mark on the rise of Nazism, influencing key leaders and shaping the foundation of their beliefs. Slightly more important and powerful was the Green Dragon Tavern, located in Boston's North End during the American Revolution, serving as a key meeting place for revolutionary groups such as the Sons of Liberty. Figures such as Samuel Adams, Paul Revere, and John Hancock frequented the tavern, using it as a center for political discussion and organizing resistance efforts against British rule. These people played a decisive role in galvanizing colonial opposition to British taxation and defending independence, thereby having a strong influence on everything that happened then. The significance of the tavern lies in its function as the center of revolutionary activity of these peppers, where strategies were developed and the foundation of American independence was laid, for which I give him props for independence. 6. Skull and Bones. Next is the Skull and Bones Organization. Founded in 1832 at Yale University, Skull and Bones is an elite secret society whose members are recruited from the university's undergrads. Its rituals and activities are shrouded in mystery, leading to speculation about its true purpose and influence. Skull and Bones has been criticized for its elitism and undue influence on national and global affairs. By the way, conspiracy theories suggest participation in secret activities, including the manipulation of financial markets and the suppression of dissent. Even George W. Bush was a member of Skull and Bones, fueling theories about its role in shaping national and global events. Imagine, but usually this organization also usually includes one of the richest people in the world and the owner of Microsoft, Bill Gates. Naturally, this circle includes people of a certain stature and those who can really somehow influence the world. Knowing that Bill Gates could be or is in this organization, you can also believe the information that children, as well as the owners of large banks in America too, are members of this organization in order to manage exchanges in every possible way, as well as regulate world exchange rates, and also earn a fortune from this, which cannot be indicated anywhere so that ordinary people like us know about it. But that was not the case, and I told you about this, now you know. 5. Ku Klux Klan. Other downright amazing dudes were the folks from the Ku Klux Klan, which originated in the southern United States in 1865 and began as a white supremacist hate group whose goal was to terrorize African Americans and their supporters during Reconstruction. The Klan, led by figures such as Nathan Bedford Forrest, used tactics of violence, intimidation, and racial terror, including lynching and arson, which proves what a deranged people they are. Despite periods of decline and rebirth, the Klan's legacy of racial hatred and violence persists, perpetuating bigotry and intolerance. Members of the secret organization preached the greatness of the white race, intimidated, flogged, and killed political activists who supported the policies of the victorious North, as well as politically active African Americans, especially before the presidential election of 1868. In fact, they remind me very much of some Nazis from America or something like that. although some people such as D.V. Griffith indirectly helped revive the Klan with his film The Birth of a Nation, while others, such as civil rights activists, fought tirelessly against its ideology of racial superiority and oppression. Imagine, but in the entire history of the United States, there have been 3 Ku Klux Klans. This greatly surprises me, because there were really a lot of these crazy people. The first appeared shortly after the end of the Civil War of 1861-1865. It was created in Pulaski, Tennessee, by 6 former officers of the Confederate States of America, CSA, the defeated Army of the South. The white robes with a cone-shaped hood covering the face were borrowed from the Sons of Malta secret society. Initially, the Ku Klux Klan was something of a circle of interests, whose members either played Freemasons or parodied them. But with the increase in the number of members, the ideology changed, and the club, which at first did not carry much clarity, turned into one of the most dangerous clubs, killing thousands of people who had a different skin color. Catching them, people from the family committed various atrocities, such as murder, burning, and torture to death. The leader of the organization was a retired general of the losing army, Nathan Bedford Forrest. In 1869, he ordered the dissolution of the Ku Klux Klan. The first Klan finally ceased to exist in 1872, after the trial of members of the organization in South Carolina. The third Ku Klux Klan arose after World War II and still exists in disparate groups. In 2017, there were about 3,000 members of the Ku Klux Klan in the United States. The most popular and numerous of the 3 Ku Klux Klans was the second. At the peak of their popularity, white hooded coats were worn by millions of Americans, thereby showing what kind of clowns they were. 4. Bildinberg Group. The Bildinberg Group was already more powerful and hidden. Unlike some of the more traditional secret societies, the Bildinberg Group operates as an annual conference attended by influential figures in politics, finance, academia, and other fields. To put it mildly, it's a bit like a Comic-Con, except that it's not just comic book fans, but the truly influential people. Founded in 1954, the group meets behind closed doors to discuss issues of global importance, leading to suspicions about its true agenda and the extent of its influence on world affairs. Critics argue that the Bildinberg Group operates as a secret group, using its conferences to manipulate geopolitical events and advance the interests of its members. Conspiracy theories often portray the Bildinberg Group as a shadow group seeking to create a global government. Critics claim that the Bildinberg Group is a shadowy cabal of elites seeking to manipulate geopolitical events for their own gain. You get the idea: money, influence, and the best chicks. Bilderberg conferences have been attended by politicians, business leaders, and academics from around the world, including figures such as Henry Kissinger, Bill Gates, and Angela Merkel, were somehow involved in some events on a global scale, including wars and pandemics, which plunged countries into a total crisis in which knowledgeable people earn many billions of dollars, which is especially strange that the enrichment of these people occurs with enviable regularity throughout the world crises, even those which actually completely destroy the world economy. 3. Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove. Nestled in the redwood forests of Monte Rio, California, Bohemian Grove is an exclusive retreat where the world's elite gather annually for a secretive 2-week encampment. Established in 1872, this private campground plays host to influential figures from politics, business, and entertainment. Bohemian Grove has reportedly attracted attendees from various fields, including politics, business, and entertainment. Notable individuals rumored to have attended include former U.S. Presidents Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon. Amidst the backdrop of nature, attendees engage in a variety of activities ranging from lectures and performances to informal discussions, all shielded from public scrutiny. Bohemian Grove has faced allegations of hosting bizarre rituals and gatherings, including mock human sacrifices and occult ceremonies. Conspiracy theories have also suggested that attendees engage in illicit activities and make decisions that impact global affairs behind closed doors. Claims of a time machine and coercion of individuals, as mentioned in your previous statement about Ryan Garcia, remain unsubstantiated and highly speculative. Information about this group has recently become very popular on the internet due to the conflict between the world-famous boxer Ryan Garcia and this group. According to him, they forced him to do terrible things, and also look at what an ordinary person would consider complete madness, naturally appeared before evidence of the existence of this group. But now the cult of this organization has been raised to the limit and has caused many to think about it. And some have even been led to believe that perhaps Ryan's life is either in danger or he has long since ended his life. This person also reported that these people have a time machine, which makes us even more surprised and think about the possible course of history if certain actions like the First World War or the Second had not taken place. 2. Illuminati. Illuminati. Perhaps the most famous of all secret societies, the Illuminati is believed to have been founded in the late 18th century by Adam Weishaupt. Its goals ostensibly included establishing a new world order and overthrowing oppressive systems of government and religion. Although the historical Illuminati has disbanded, conspiracy theories continue to exist regarding their continued existence and influence on global affairs, with some believing they are the driving force behind events such as wars and economic crises. Some conspiracy theories also claim participation in occult rituals and human sacrifice, including a huge number of famous people who have been identified as Illuminati, can influence the global community such as Donald Trump, Putin and other world leaders, musicians and influencers who can influence public consciousness. While specific members of the Illuminati are often the subject of speculation, conspiracy theories have suggested the involvement of figures such as Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and various political leaders. Since the Illuminati is just one of the branches of another movement, I think you shouldn't get too hung up on this and need to move on. 1. Freemasons. The Freemasons are one of the oldest and most widespread secret societies in the world, dating back to the late Middle Ages. Its members, known as Freemasons, are bound by a system of rituals and symbolism of initiation, and the organization itself is historically associated with the principles of fraternity, charity, and moral enlightenment. However, Freemasonry has also been the subject of numerous conspiracy theories, some of which claim it influences politics, finance, and other areas of society. Freemasonry has been accused of influencing political systems, financial systems, and banking systems that dominate the world and society as a whole through secret rituals and networks. Conspiracy theories link Freemasonry to conspiracies for world domination and control of key institutions. The name of the branch of this organization is the Illuminati, which was listed earlier. Masonic signs are very famous and are even found on the American dollar, which in some way proves the influence of this organization on the world. They are accused of many terrible things, and some are even proven, such as the orgies on Jeffrey Epstein's island, where diaries of schoolgirls were found, and his connection with many influential people, such as Donald Trump, Prince of Saudi Arabia, as well as almost the entire ruling elite of Israel and others, was proven famous people, including incredibly rich and powerful people. This is indeed true, and most likely there are many similar cases, but they are simply not talked about in the press, because even some institutions that promote freedom of speech simply keep silent about all these secrets. In fact, Freemasonry throughout history has counted many influential personalities in its ranks, including Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, and Winston Churchill. Knowing such proven facts, it is no longer so difficult to believe that the Freemasons rule the world, given that in the ranks of this organization there were these super influential people who at one time changed the course of history. It is not difficult to imagine how influential people are in this organization right now.